Hello and welcome to TSE Tech Notes. Today we will be discussing of the benefits of ATSE fail and return timers. What are the goals of TSE Tech Note? Well, first of all, become an expert on transfer switching equipment parameter settings. There are a few best practice rules you can follow in order to use your TSE efficiently. Second is spending less time searching on how a function works and more time helping customers. Finally, the goal here is also to advise on product configuration in order to ensure an installation's reliability and efficiency. There are many basic features that are included in automatic transfer switching equipment nowadays. One of the main features of an ATSE is the possibility to set different values on timers. Timer setting can greatly impact the way your product behaves in your installation. Let's take for example the fail and return timer. Those parameters are present in even the most basic ATSE on the market. So what is the fail and return timer? Well, the fail timer actually defines when your priority source is considered definitely lost by the product controller, whereas the return timer defines when your priority source has come back online and is eventually stable enough to perform a return transfer operation. So how does both timers work? Let's say your ATSE is connected to your priority power supply. From the moment your priority source is considered not available by your product, the integrated controller starts the fail timer count of your priority source. If your priority source comes back online before the fail timer, the ATSE will stay in position. However, if the priority source doesn't come back after the fail timer has finished counting, the ATSE will then decide to transfer to a secondary power source. Once the ATSE is connected to an emergency power supply, the integrated controller will track the moment the priority source is back online and considered stable. If the priority source is available, the return timer will start to count. If the priority source stays available within the product thresholds and during the complete count of the return timer, the ATSE will then decide to transfer back to its priority power source. If the priority source is lost during the return timer count, the transfer switch will remain in position and stay on the emergency power source. Now, many customers believe that by setting a fail and return timer on a low value, generally 0 seconds, it becomes the best way to ensure a fast transfer and guarantee maximum power availability. However, what happens if your priority source comes back and forth and is considered available and not available many times by your ATSE? The product will actually perform several transfer operations before finding a proper stable power source. In the long run, this will greatly impact your installation and downstream loads' overall power availability, as well as create a premature aging of your ATSE life cycle. By having a fail timer set above 0 seconds, as well as a return timer above 1 minute, you will leave more time for your product to determine whether your priority source is definitely lost or not, and if it is better to stay connected to the emergency power source. Thank you for watching our TSE Tech Note. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your Socomec representative. Bye!